to a time where you played Uno. Everyone's playing their turn, they're putting down cards as the rounds go by, and then suddenly the course of the game is changed. Someone puts down a card that changes the color or has someone else pick up more cards, and the course of the game is impacted, whether that could be like a directional change or something totally different. So all these cards are made up of the same plastic, they're all in part of the same deck, but a couple of these cards have the power to change the course of the game, and these are the wild cards. So what if we as humans have the same capacity? So humans, all of us are made of genetic material, same biology, but what differentiates us is our personalities, our characters, how we deal with situations, and these differences kind of can help us change the course of our lives or other lives too. So if we as wildcards can make a change, or more importantly, make an impact on the world, then why not? Why do we have to go back and be these numbers or colors in a deck when we can stand out and we can be the wild ones? So I'm going to tell you how I have been a wild card in my life and why I think it's so important to embrace that, and why fit in when you can stand out. So I was born in the US. I was born in Phoenix, Arizona, and my family and I lived here till I was 9 years old. So being a kid here, growing up here in school, I was the only brown kid. And that didn't bother me as much. Of course, I knew that I had a different language at home, my culture was different, my skin tone was of course different, and I was Indian, I had an Indian background. But as a kid growing up here, I didn't let that bother me much, and I didn't read much into it either. So years went by, and then I was 9 years old and we moved to India. And there I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be an Indian in India, I'm gonna fit in totally, it's gonna be a great life. But little did I know that I stuck out like a sore thumb. Whether it was with my accent that was American, me writing in print instead of cursive, just my American thinking and ideologies were just so different than what people here were growing up with. And I was confused as to why I felt so left out, and it took me some time to really figure out that I couldn't fit in, whether I wanted to or not. I remember this one incident where we would go swimming once a week at school, and I had my two-piece bikini suit from here that I was gonna wear to swim class because I didn't really care. And that became a whole debacle where I had to wear a shirt on top because that wasn't culturally appropriate in our school to wear a two-piece bathing suit. So that really stuck a chord with me, and I wanted to figure out why I felt so different, and I really wanted to fit in. But as years went on, and I of course was able to fit in with the culture and figure out how to be in that situation, but I was always different. And part of me started liking that difference. I liked being the different one. I liked having a different personality, a different thinking like everyone does, and I wanted to embrace that part of me. But of course, I was still a teenager, wanted to fit in, didn't want to stick out too much, I didn't want to cause too much attention, but I wanted to be different. And then I turned 18, I finished high school in India, and of course I have to be a wild card again, so I come to the US for my college education. I came here to pursue a degree in journalism. So in India, you typically do engineering or biology and then go into medicine after your high school. And of course that's evolving now, but it's still a norm, and I wanted to break away from that, not to be a trailblazer or not to do something different, but just because I wanted to follow my passion. And my passion was in storytelling and writing. So through that, I was able to pursue a degree in journalism. That's why I came here. But again, I come to the US and I stick out like a sore thumb. I'm the brown one here. I don't know American culture and lifestyle as much, trying to figure out that too. And living this like dual identity. I had my American self that I was building here and my new perspective on the world, but I also had my Indian self back home where I would talk to people on the phone in my Indian accent. So living these dual lives and getting the best of both worlds was something that I really tried to capitalize on through my time here and just through my life. And I really learned that there are times where you have to fit in for situations, but why fit in when you can stand out? Why not be the wild card, be the difference, be the change? Because it teaches you so much. I've learned so much through these years of not trying to be different, but just being myself. And if different is myself, then so be it. I pursued tracks that were definitely the road not taken, done stuff that when I think back now were really wacky, But it's all about embracing it, and I'm so thankful to have opportunities where I could embrace that, and I could be this version of myself. I could be the wild card version, and it's definitely helped me make an impact, whether that's through my schooling here. I know that I've accomplished much more than I thought I ever would, and it's been a great learning curve for me to kind of see that and believe in myself and learn more about myself and who I am and the identity I want to create for myself. So again, it's all about trying to be the best possible version of yourself, and if that doesn't follow the norm, forget the norm. Create your own norm, create your own path, do whatever you can, because at the end of the day, you can make an impact. You can be that one plastic card in another deck of cards that can change the course of the game, change the course of the world, change the course of someone's life. So why not? So go out there, take your story, be the wild card, be the change that you want to see, and make an impact. Why fit in when you can stand out? Thanks for coming to my talk. Bye-bye.